Yep.
Tanika, I have a question.
Okay, Amira has a question.
Why would you steal?
Why would anyone like the fact about stealing?
Pears.
Because he said I'd even want the pears. The only thing I cared about or whatever was stealing.
What did he say? Let me ask you this. Do you ever do wrong things just because you want to do something wrong?
No.
Think about it.
Sometimes I don't think of what I'm doing and then I just do it.
But I never do something because I want something wrong.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. Well, why do we do wrong things then?
It's sin.
For the devil.
Sin. Sin. It's our choices. Sometimes we make wrong choices. And that's when we sin.
Okay, so what you're saying is you get tempted. Amira says sometimes she does it without thinking.
Yeah, me too. That's a lot.
What makes us sin or do wrong?
Our choices.
I will be right back.
Our choices.
Destin said because of our choices. Could you explain more?
Because we choose right or wrong choices, and we mostly do wrong choices.
What drives us? What are some reasons people make the wrong choice?
Sometimes they think it might help them.
Oh, sometimes they think it may help them. But in this case, he wasn't trying to get help. He wasn't hungry. He didn't need any pears.
Yeah. And they were rotten too.
Have you ever done something wrong and you felt strong because you got away with it, or powerful because you got away with it?
I felt terrible because I got away with it.
Yes, because I knew that I needed a punishment.
That when that happens, when I do something wrong like that, that's what doing it drives me to tell somebody that I did it.
Okay.
Because I just carry a burden that I've done something wrong, and I'm not asking for forgiveness, or nobody knows.
Okay.
That feels bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, deep, very deep. Now, Dylan, what makes you that way? Like, what is that in you that makes you feel that way about sin?
I just feel like doing something wrong and nobody knows. Well, I for some reason when I do something wrong and I feel somebody knows, I don't feel a burden because of, like, I don't know. It's just when I do something wrong and nobody knows and I have not told anybody.
Go ahead.
And I do something wrong, I just get, for some reason, I just feel wrong.
What do you think that is inside of you? Like, what is making you have that feeling?
I'd say God.
Because of the Lord, okay.
Yeah, me too. I feel wrong.
I mean, you have like a heavy weight, a burden that you're carrying.
Yeah, but there's only one time when I did something wrong. Sometimes there are times when I did something wrong to somebody to get them back, and I didn't really feel bad for them doing that.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Tanika.
Yeah.
I will be honest. Sometimes when I do something wrong, I don't really feel sorry for myself. Like that's only sometimes, not all the time.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You may not always feel guilty. Maybe it felt so good doing it, you couldn't feel guilty.
What?
Like Dylan was saying, when he gets back at someone, it probably feels so good to get back at the person. It's hard to feel guilty.
Sometimes if I'm ever meet my brother or get him back for something, it feels good in the moment, and then when it's over, I'm like, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it just feels bad after. It's like it's very tempting.
Sometimes when I push my brother, because maybe his knuckle accidentally hit my face, I push him really hard and he almost hits his head really hard. I say for a second, while he's falling, it feels good. But when I see he's about to hurt himself, I feel bad.
I can imagine that's how somebody feels when they actually like kill someone to get back at them. They probably in that moment feel powerful. That instantly they're like, oh my gosh, I killed this person. I feel like that's how sin traps us.
I just have to say, I still think pushing is like, I feel like killing is worse than pushing.
Well, obviously.
Because what God says, all sins are equal. But because the person won't, because pushing somebody is actually a sin.
What makes you feel like that's a sin?
Well, because that's something God doesn't want anybody to harm. I can't remember. It was like something that God said that God didn't want anybody. God didn't want anybody to harm each other.
So maybe like be kind one to another.
Yeah. Yes. That one. That and pushing.
And there's another verse that says, don't repay people. Don't do vengeance. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
That's a sin. And so getting vengeance is a sin. But I still feel like, but at the same time, even though God does say all sins are equal, I still think killing is worse. Because you're taking somebody's life. Like, it's not like vengeance. It is like literally murdering somebody. You're down, flat up, murdering somebody. Yeah, and like the person's not going to be there to forgive you.
That's so true.
So you can't get forgiveness.
Yeah, because it's done.
Like, the person is dead.
It's not like you can say, God, please forgive me, and the dude will come back to life.
Yeah.
Your punishment is death as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now, usually when they find a murderer, they kill the murderer as well.
True.
Oh, sometimes.
Let's just let him rot in jail.
That's not, so they either put him in jail or just execute him.
True.
Tanika,
okay. Yes.
That's why sometimes I would, because I had my devotions about this, I would say you should think before you act.
Yes.
Because when you feel like you're about to do something bad, you should actually think before you do it and think of the consequences. Because sometimes the consequences can be better than you thought it was.
Worse.
And the devil, he doesn't tell us that the consequences are going to be bad, does he?
He just makes us think like, oh, it's going to be okay. The consequences are just going to be like, oh, just go to your room and.
Yes.
Well, that actually depends. If you do it the first time you do it, the devil's not going to tell you. You're not even going to know. You're going to do it. And then at that right moment, your mom and dad will, with their magical powers, to instantly know what you've done. You get in trouble. You get in trouble, and it may be worse. It may be terrible. Like you're thinking, you're grounded. Mommy's never sorry, but it's just that every time I do something wrong, I feel like mom and dad just have magical powers to instantly know what I've done. They read minds. It's just for some reason God just gave like even if my mom and dad don't know that moment, like once I've done something, once I did something wrong, and that very day you talked about what I did wrong, but you didn't even know, and I was like, it came back to mind like those powers again, and then I told what I did.
So here we go. Really deep thing.
Like mommy. Also, like imposter with an imposter thing. Like we just stopped playing it, and you came. What's this game? Imposter. You just came in. Like I just never know when you're gonna find out what I did wrong.
It's something, my mama and papa used to do the same thing to me. I think you're right. God gives parents this ability. You came from my stomach. So I think God gives, and you came from daddy too. So I think we're kind of all parents are spiritually connected to their kids, and we just kind of can tell things, right? And then all parents, whether you were born to the parents or given to the parents as a gift from God, once you have those parents, God anoints you.
But mommy,
to know and to have that spiritual connection. Love is very deep. So like Amira, your parents love you. Your mom and dad love you so deep. Oh my gosh. So they have this deep spiritual connection to you that they just know you. You were given to them as a gift from the Lord. And immediately when you were given to them, God gave them this spiritual connection to you. So they just know what's up with you.
But Bobby, even this power even works when I'm not doing anything wrong.
What do you mean?
Like even when once I tried to scare Daddy, and I was like, "Dad!" He was like, he just kept walking. I was like, "Daddy, do you know I was there?" He said, "Yeah." Like
it's a spiritual connection.
And I was like, "What?"
Okay, let's get back to the topic. Okay.
That's one reason why I think doing something wrong, I feel so guilty, because I already know Mom and Daddy are gonna find out.
We may find out. Yeah. Absolutely. But now let's talk about this though. I want to ask you guys a question. Is there ever a time where is there ever a day where you don't desire to do something wrong? Has there ever been a day in your life where you went all day without even a thought to do something wrong?
Yeah, not me.
Not me. Arya, let me hear from Arya. Would you say, Arya?
Well, like yesterday, I told my mom that I'm going to do some more things like responsibility and helping and helping something about helping, and like my mom didn't even tell me to do the dishes, and I did them, and I put them away for her. And she didn't even tell me to do it.
Okay, but that's wonderful. But I'm thinking about, is there ever a day in your life where has there ever been a day in your life where you did not think about doing something wrong? Like that?
Tanika, maybe on the start of the day, but then when my parents tell me like we're gonna do some activity later on, I just get it together.
Okay, Dylan.
I try not to get an attitude.
Well, for me, like one day, I woke up. I did not feel One day, I woke up and I did not feel tired. And the whole entire day, I got my work done within 30 minutes. I sat down, relaxed, and just did not have a thought in my mind. Was happy. I never got in trouble the whole entire day. I did the breakfast early. In that day, everything went fine. But then the next day, it went completely opposite.
Okay, has anybody else had a day where you did not think? Just think. Maybe you didn't do it, but you just had the thought. Have you ever had a day where you did not think about doing something wrong?
No.
Diana, go ahead.
No.
So far, today I haven't, because all I do is wake up, go into with my mom, get up, eat breakfast, and then come on class. So far today I haven't.
But do you find that most times as a human being, you have those sinful thoughts flowing through your mind throughout the day?
Yeah.
And that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's part of being human. Do you find that that's you?
Yeah. I have a thought of sinning.
You do have thoughts of sinning sometimes?
Like saying a curse word in my mind.
Sometimes
When I'm very surprised, I feel like in my mind I just want to say a curse word.
Oh my goodness. Okay. See, but that's part of being human.
That happens to me.
Yeah. Now, what makes us? Where did that come from? Where do you think that came from? That desire to
the devil.
The stories. Sin.
Huh?
I started hearing sin. I also started hearing about a lot of curse words too.
Really? Where?
But they didn't say them, and they didn't say them. But Dylan did not say a curse word either. But he told me what the B word was, but he didn't say how he didn't actually say it though.
So you're saying in the conversations you're having with your friends, and stuff like that, you're learning about curse words and it's kind of getting in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's when was this? We're at the table today.
Dwight, what is wrong with your uncle? Okay, so all right, so okay, good. I'm so mad at him. Now I'm all distracted. Okay. Oh, my brother is a trip. All right, good. All right, so but now this is the powerful thing, Destin, and I love what you're saying. You say you have these thoughts about curse words sometimes, but do you ever say them? You know why? Because you have an inner strength to resist sinning. Where did that come from?
Kingdom!
Wasn't here.
Yeah, so you have this way.
Yes,
hey, King. So you have this way. So all as a human being, you all day, every day, you have most days anyway, you have this desire to do evil. Just like Augustine said, he didn't even know why he stole the fruit. He didn't even need the fruit. It just popped into his head, and then he just had this desire to just kind of break free from that desire to do the right thing, and he stole the fruit. But the beautiful thing is when you have the power that, in spite of how strong that urge is to sin, to say to it, I'm not doing that.
Yep, that's my urge.
So somebody tell me a story of a time where there was a temptation, a thought or an idea to do something wrong popped into your head, and you had the supernatural power to say, no!
Mommy.
But Zayana had her hand up. Wait.
Mommy,
no.
I'm not gonna say it.
Zayana.
Oh.
Okay, well, what I was saying was, so there's there. So upstairs we have a little thing. It's like a little decoration where there's like a reindeer holding a bucket. We have candy in there, like little mints and candy canes and stuff. And one day I was like, well, I kind of want one, but I should ask her. So I picked it up and I was like, you know what, this isn't right, and I put it back down.
Oh, girl, that is some power right there. I love it. And no one was even watching you, were they?
No.
That is so. It's easy to obey when your parents are watching, but to have that whole conversation where you're like, Satan, you're not gonna grab me. No, and you make the right decision. That's some power right there. Anybody else?
Dylan.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Okay. Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
This promotion. This thing may sound very bad, but I never did it. Okay.
Okay. I'm with you. You can be free and open.
You're gonna get in trouble after this.
On the day of the Civil Rights Movement, I thought that
what? What did you say? Slow down. I can't understand you.
On the day of the Civil Rights Movement, I thought I could save the world. I'm just kidding. Okay. So. Okay.
And you won't get in trouble, I promise.
Okay. One time, I thought of breaking Daddy's wedding ring.
Breaking Daddy's wedding ring?
I mean, hiding Daddy's
wedding ring. Hiding Daddy's wedding ring, okay.
But I never touched the ring, but I looked at it, and I really wanted to do it. I knew Dad would get mad at me. And at the same time, Daddy always told me that wedding ring is very precious to him because so I shot myself and walked away.
That's some power. That's some power right there.
I never thought about it for 6 years. Me.
Go ahead, Destin.
So I was playing on my computer. I got very surprised. Extremely surprised, and I feel like saying a curse word. I said, nope. Oh yeah, that's when you get nope out of nowhere.
Sounds like cursing is kind of a struggle for you right now, Destin. We're gonna have to pray through that, huh?
It's a struggle for a girl.
Tanika,
I'll be praying for you. Okay, go ahead, Amira.
This one time my brothers were being so annoying, and I felt like I wanted to snap back at them. But at the same time, I was like, no, because then I don't want
I can't hear you.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
And then I said no because I don't want to get in trouble. And then this other time, my mom was talking to me, and I just felt in my head. I was thinking I just want to say something back.
Did you do it?
Mm-mm.
Powerful. That's so powerful. It's, you know what? There's a verse that says, it's not a sin to be tempted. So if you have evil thoughts, that's not the sin, because that's part of being human. That's what Augustine was talking about. The sin is when he actually did the stealing. When he walked past and saw the pears, that wasn't, and started thinking about stealing them, that wasn't the sin. The sin is when he gave in to that. Go ahead, honey.
I was about to say another idea, but you can go ahead.
Yeah, so just remember that don't let the devil trip you up. Oh, well, you're thinking about it, you might as well do it. That's not the sin. The sin is actually doing the thought. And the power is being able to resist it when that thought comes. That's powerful. Does anybody else have a story of when you were tempted or had the idea to sin, but you resisted?
Can I?
Aria, you want to share one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's about my girlfriend.
Okay. No, is this about you?
No.
I want it about you. Have you ever had a time in your mind where you were tempted to do wrong and you use the power that God has given to you to say, no, I'm not doing that? No matter how good it felt.
Yes, I have.
Okay, talk about it.
Aria, go ahead.
Go ahead, Aria.
Oh. Okay. So I was playing Roblox on my tablet, and then this person wanted to trade with me, and then they scared me, and I was like, I was going to say bad word, but I said no, cause I just could report them.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
speak to somebody that you don't know.
This was a person in Roblox or like a gamer you were playing with? Okay. Good job resisting. That's awesome. Does anybody else?
No, wait, I have another story.
Okay.
Okay, you know my bunny in the background over here?
Yes.
He may look cute, but he can get extremely annoying. Like one time, he broke my earplugs, and my dad had to get me new. I had to use like kind of something broken to hear and on Zoom. And when he did that, I was mad. I got extremely mad, and I wanted to stomp on him.
Oh, good
But
grief.
I did not.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Instead, I started punching the couch because he looked very annoying with how he was doing it. He just completely ignored me.
And that is what our life is like all day.
He just completely ignored me while I was telling him to stop doing that.
Yeah, and so I mean, I think all day long we are dealing with the battle of saying yes or no. Go ahead, Diana.
So my mom had just you know how sometimes moms are like they just keep bugging you sometimes?
Yes.
Like they just won't leave you alone. Sometimes sometimes like my mom just like won't leave me alone and she keeps asking me things. And sometimes I just want to like
We can't understand
leave me alone.
Say it again. Oh, you wanted to tell her to just leave you alone?
Yeah, but because she's my mom, she's too sweet and I can't do it.
I say leave me alone in a different way. I say, Mommy, I'm trying to do something.
He sure do. He does it in a sweet way. Okay.
Leave me alone is just too mean, and I don't, and I know my mom is just trying to get me to do clean stuff around the house because I don't clean at all.
Yeah, especially
you
if
do
you
clean
like,
sometimes.
Barely.
Like sweet. Which is annoying. I don't like sleeping.
And Well, that's good,
What?
guys.
What are you doing, Destin?
This was a
Teach
really great discussion, us examining what Augustine was talking about with that natural desire to do what's wrong. I love us exploring the power that we have to say no. Oh, Zanaya, did you have a story you wanted to tell us? You didn't get a chance to share.
Yeah, I
Hey,
had
Brittany, I'm
one.
listening. Go ahead, sweetie.
When Zoe decided to take something from me, I really wanted to hit her in the back of her head, but in my mind, it was telling me not to hit her, so I just didn't hit her, and instead I told.
Very good. See, you that was such strong, that was so powerful. Very good. Okay, guys. Well, you know what? Um, that is the end of our lesson today. Aria, I want you to stay after just for a little bit, but everyone else is dismissed, okay? Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Kingston. Bye, Dylan.
Sayonara. Sayonara. Sayonara.